Hello, I'm Tom, I study in Zlín and I have assignment for business English to interview a foreigner. Would you mind talking to me for a few minutes?
Yes, of course, I would like.
And would you be so glad to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yes, of course. My name is Tatiana Temna. I'm from Ukraine. I've been living here for 3.5 years and I studied Tomáš University half a year ago, finished it.
And so you have some connection to business English?
Yes, of course, because I studied business English at university and now I'm teaching it actually.
Oh, that's great. Do you think there are some visible or noticeable gaps in the market in Czech Republic that are not similar in Ukraine or somewhere else in the world?
As a foreigner, I have my own opinion about the differences between Ukraine and the Czech Republic, because many people in the Czech Republic complain about all services, companies, everything. I know it's very typical of people to compare to better countries like Germany and so on, but me, because I've seen the worst situation in my own country, I know that it's quite good here and the quality is not so bad to complain so much, and I think it's quite good, but of course it could be improved.
And even in your line of work, would you say that it's all covered, or there are some aspects of the field of teaching languages that are missing something?
In the field of teaching, it can be said in general, because there are many language schools in Zlín and I taught in a few of them, so I know the differences between them. And I think some of them have bad quality, some of them have very good quality, so in general it's average. I think that now, in the situation of an economic crisis or post-economic crisis situation, there are not so many gaps in the market where, for example, a new company can enter. So everything is occupied, and the only way I think to go forward is to improve the services or invent something completely different. So and people don't invest into research nowadays, unfortunately. But in the sphere, for example, of language schools, there are too many language schools. There are enough language schools in Zlín for such a small city. So they try to improve their services, customer care, and so on. I have one more thing. I have been watching or observing the situation in the market here in Zlín between the clothes shops. Because I see that many shops close, they go bankrupt, there are sales 50%, 70%, then they close, as usual. And then after some time there comes another shop, and again after 2 months it's closed. So it means that the market is oversaturated with these clothes, food, bakeries, butchers and so on, unfortunately here.
So you wouldn't say there's anything that you are used to in Ukraine that you wouldn't get here?
I think that something that is used in Ukraine, if there was something that I could apply here, I would have applied it already. But the problem is in Ukraine there is completely different mentality, and if you want to apply something, you have to apply it in accordance with the habits, the mentality of people. I have some idea, but I won't tell you.
I know you mentioned it a little bit, but I have a question about customer care and how much do you think people are satisfied with it in Zlín?
Okay, I don't know about all people, but as for me, what I noticed about customer care can be divided into two parts. The equipment, which helps this customer care, and the attitude of people to customers, of the workers of the company usually. I think in the part of the equipment, for example, at university, perfect rooms, perfect libraries, perfect buildings, equipment, it's perfect. It helps to improve the customer care. Customers are satisfied. I think everybody is satisfied with it. But on the other side, the people here in other fields of services, they feel quite well, so they don't feel the necessity to improve their customer care. I can give an example of it's very funny, but it's hairdressers. as a girl.
Sure.
When I had a wedding, I went through all hairdresser salons and I couldn't find any who tried hard to satisfy what I wanted. They just said, I do it like this and that, no, go away.
Okay.
Perfect.
That's a great example, okay. And we had to pick 2 companies and ask you if you know about them and have any experience. And the first one is British and it's British Airways.
Okay, because I studied English, of course I know British Airways, but unfortunately only theoretically. I know that's huge airlines and I haven't used it. I have never, because I mostly use low-cost airlines. Okay.
And the other company is Gazprom.
Yes, of course I know this. This is a company from Russia, the producer of gas, supplier of gas, and it has been quite famous lately because of the problems with gas and so on, with supplies of gas to Europe.
Okay, thanks.
That's all.
You teach English even in companies. And can you tell me something about that? How hard it is to teach people business English and how much do they know?
Okay, of course it depends on people because every person is different, everyone has different knowledge. So for some people it's awfully difficult because business English is specific, you have to know some basic knowledge of English. But I was surprised because I've been teaching in some big companies in Zlín, and most managers or leading positions, people really know very good business English.
Usually. Wow.
Really?
I was expecting the other answer.
Really? But no, in all companies, only the biggest companies in Zlín and the leading positions. That's it. Because they go abroad very often, they cooperate with their mother companies, usually abroad, so that's it.
So you have not really hard time teaching that?
There, yes, but in other companies are the people who want or have to study business English. They have very big problems. They can't do it.
Okay. But those are regular employees, not
Yes.
the manager position. Okay, the other question that you are supposed to ask is concerning corporate culture.
Okay, of course corporate culture is different in all companies. As far as my company now is concerned, I'm really satisfied because there are specific rules according what must be done, how must be done. Everybody is quite supportive. Okay, and also about the corporate culture, in our company there is no special dress code, but there is a strict style, how the environment looks like, how the building, the classes and so on looks like. There is a special structure of lessons. I'm not sure if this is corporate culture, but everybody acts in similar ways. So if there is, for example, one teacher or another teacher comes instead, so students won't even notice that something has changed. And of course they will, but I think this is a very good structure planned, and it works perfectly. And it is very important in every company, the relationships, I think. In this company, everybody is very supportive, so it's very important for me. I think this is part of corporate culture created by the employees.
So you feel that you have good relationships, it's not strict with your boss and your colleagues?
Yes, I think that's perfect.
That's
I think, as far as I teach in many other companies, I think each company has their own corporate structure, and mostly people are satisfied, but I can't say about all companies in the Czech Republic.
And yeah, maybe if you can compare the average corporate or how the companies work in Ukraine and here, if you don't experience.
Now there is a trend to have corporate culture, the style, the dress code, everything. When I was in Ukraine, it was just starting, so I'm not sure that I can compare because it developed in during the last 3 years.
Thanks a lot for your time and all your wisdom and answers.
Thank you very much. It was very
great
nice.
talking to you.